All right, today we are taking a look at the Kaclut Smartwatch, and this has become one of my favorite watches. This is the second one that I have owned. I really like them. It's sent to me at no charge for this review. And before we really get into some of the settings of this watch, you notice that it is timing out pretty quickly. So I need to make a few changes, and I want to do it right here in front of you so you know how to do it as well. So what we're going to do is just drag down here, go into our settings, and right here it says display. And on that display, there's all sorts of different options. You can change the watch face brightness, and you can also change the screen time. So the screen time is going to be how long it stays on after you push your button to check the time. So we're going to go 30 seconds plus, which means this is probably not going to shut off again during this review. And so when we go back to our home screen, another setting I want to show you here is just this quick menu right here, and these are going to be some of the last apps that you've used on the phone. So there's my settings button, there's my battery button, and I want to show you this battery. The battery is currently sitting at 70%. Now this has been on my wrist for 24 hours now, and I've gone through a bunch of the settings and checked a bunch of stuff on here. It is connected to my cell phone, so it is taking calls and text messages. So that's going to burn your battery a whole lot faster. If you just have it connected to your phone, then you're not going to have any trouble with that battery lasting 4, 5, even 6 days if you're just checking the time. Okay, so if you were to get into the Bluetooth settings of your phone, you can set your watch to communicate with your phone and to receive calls and audio, or you can shut off the calls and audio and just have this connected to the app so that you can check all of the features like your walking data, your steps, your calories burned, your distance walked, and how much you've done for the week. You can also use the app for your heart rate, your blood pressure, your music, your sleep, and a whole bunch of other things. Here's the weather feature on the watch, and super nice. I really like that you can get an extended forecast here of the next 3 days. So you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and if you'll notice, it's going to be pretty hot in this area. So this watch is going to come in handy with keeping track of your steps, going to give you the weather, also going to give you your health monitor there, which is really nice to have. If you did want to change the face, you can hold that down, long press, and these are ones that have been both downloaded and pre-installed on the phone or on the watch, and so you can choose any of those. And in just a minute here, we're going to download another one just so that you can see how quick it is. Now, some of these other features here is that it is going to give you your average heart rate, your 24 hours, your weekly heart rate, and again, I've only had this on for 24 hours, so we're not getting a whole lot of readings here. You do have two buttons here. You've got your power button, and then you've got your back button, and you can set that back button to go back to your previous screen, or you can have that back button go to any setting that you put that to, and you're going to do that on the app itself. So the watch has all of these nice features, and if you scroll up, you got your messages, and with your messages you can tap on those, you can delete those one at a time. They're still going to be on your phone, but they will be removed from your watch. So that's a really nice feature to have. And you can either tap on it or you can swipe it, and that will get rid of it for you. When you push the back button, we're going to go back to the home screen again. And if we swipe down, then we're going to get our settings. And then we're also going to have this Find My Phone feature. So I can do When you do that, it's going to locate your phone for you so that you can track that down and find it. This is going to be your brightness meter over here. So we can turn that down just a little bit, or we can turn it up. And the lower it is, of course, you know, the more battery you are going to save. Also got a little flashlight on there if you want to use that neat little feature. Okay, so we are going to be using the FitCloudPro. That's going to be on the second row, clear to the right. It's got the one notification up there. And here's what we see on our home screen. This is today. It's currently syncing, and we are at 100% synced. So this is also going to keep track of your calories burned, your distance walked, and your goal that you set. You can also click that guy up in the upper left-hand corner, and you can use this with your GPS to do your walking, running, hiking, or any other activities. They're going to be on your watch, and you can also record it directly on your phone within the app. The heart rate monitor, you can just click that, and if you wanted to, you can go ahead and do a quick heart rate check and see where we're at. And it's going to take about 60 seconds. I'm not going to wait for that to take place. Then you can see you got your blood pressure, your oxygen, and if you was to click that health measurement, it's going to check all three of those and give you an accurate total. And I will say that the heart rate is accurate. The blood pressure is fairly accurate. You got to remember what you're doing here is checking the top of your wrist rather than under your wrist where your arteries are, like they would do at the doctor's office, but it's still a pretty accurate reading. There you can see I'm connected to the K57Pro, and you got all these different features on here as well. And what I wanted to show you here, your dial library. Now on this library, you've got just a ton of different watch faces that you can choose, and depending on your connection, it just takes seconds for it to download and then install. So we're just going to click one, and what it's going to do is download it, and then it's going to push it to your phone. And I will show you because I can't record my watch and the screen record at the same time. I'll show you what this looks like at the end of the video. So you can see just how quick that is, and my watch is actually saying it's at 20% and now 30%, and that is now on my watch face. So there's all the settings that you have to customize your watch just to your liking. On the Me, you get your women's health, which is going to, of course, be your menstrual cycle. There you can change the units, and then you can also connect it to some different apps. All right, so I don't typically do the selfie side of things, but here we are, and there's that new face on the watch, and I definitely like it. If you're looking for a good watch, you can see it right back here on the screen. If you're looking for a really good watch, the Kaclut watch is a nice watch. It has a long battery life, does everything that you want it to do. Being a sport watch, you can push your power button and you can go into all of the apps, and you can see that they are available at the touch of a finger. And when we get into the exercise mode, you can see you got walking, running, hiking, strength training, and you got over 100 different options here to choose from on this sports mode. And when you do that, it's going to keep record of them, and you can read those records both in your watch and in the app itself. So because we're down here in the studio, we're not going to be able to do any of these, but I'll just give you an idea of what happens when you click one of those. It is going to go ahead and start with the timer. It's also going to count your steps, your calories, your distance, all that stuff. And then when you're ready to stop, you can push the button and end it. And then because it was just a short period of time, too little data to save, and so that's going to be fine with me. So there we go. Very nice watch here. It is a military smartwatch with more than 100 different sport modes. Definitely recommend this.